Supreme Court verdict. Peter Obi fails and refuses to congratulate Tinubu. Says Nigerians' democracy victimized. Displeased by the recent ruling of Supreme Court upholding the victory of President Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of Labour Party in 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi says Nigerians' democracy is the victim. Following the verdict of the Appeals Court, Obi emphatically stated that the rulings of the Appeals Court contradict overwhelming evidence of election rigging, identity thief, false claim of technical glitch. He added that the Supreme Court was transferred a moral burden from the courtroom to the society. He spoke during press conference in Abuja on Monday, stating that the judgment amounts to a total breach of confidence the Nigerian people have in our judiciary. This Supreme Court ruling may represent the state of the law in 2023, but not the present demand for substantive justice. The judgment missed principles and precepts. Indeed, the rationale and the premise of the Supreme Court judgment have become clearer in the light of the deep, revealing, and troubling valedictory remarks by Honorable Justice Musa Datijo Mohammed, JXC, on Friday, 27th October 2023. In disagreeing very strongly with the ruling of both the Presidential Petitions Court and the Supreme Court on the outcome of the 25th February 2023 presidential election as declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), as Democrats who believe in the rule of law, we recognize that the Supreme Court is the end stage of the quest for legal closure to the matter. As a party and as candidate, Dati and I have now exhausted all legal and constitutional remedies available to us. However, this end is only another beginning in our quest for the vindication of the hope of the common man for a better country. After all, sovereignty belongs to the people, if only for historical purposes. It behoves us to place our disagreements with and deep reservations about this judgment on public record, Obi said. Meanwhile, the Bola Tinubu presidency has scolded the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, for rejecting the Supreme Court verdict, saying he, Obi, and his lawyers failed to provide evidence in court. The presidency, in a release by Bayo Ononoga, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy on Monday, said Obi was free to take another shot at Nigerian presidency in 2027 and focus on issues and not religious or ethnic sentiments. Sahara reporters earlier reported that Obi, during his World Press Conference in reaction to the Supreme Court judgment, said that Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) displayed incompetency in the conduct of the 2023 elections, but the Appeals Court willfully condoned the electoral body's incompetence and violation of the law. The former governor of Anambra State had said the Supreme Court judgment amounted to a breach of confidence Nigerians have in the judiciary, and that it's shown of unreasonable force against the Nigerian people from whom the power of the Constitution derives. Reacting, the presidency, in the statement titled, Peter Obi should find a better vacation instead of casting aspirations on the judiciary, said, "We are at a loss as to how the copycat Obi and his faction of Labour Party convinced themselves they won an election in which they came a distant third. The grand delusion that made Obi believe he could have won a national election where he ran the most hateful, divisive, and polarizing campaign that pitched Christians against Muslims and one ethnic group against the other in a multi-ethnic and multi-religious society like Nigeria should be a matter for deeper examination. At the press conference, where he tried in vain to gaslight Nigerians with false claims, Obi contradicted himself. Here was a beneficiary of judiciary pronouncements in the past now categorizing the same court because his judgment did not go his way. Obi claimed the Supreme Court justice did not consider public opinion in delivering what has been applauded as the most profound judgment in an election AP where the Labour Party candidate presented the most watering and unreasonable petition before any court in the history of electoral case in Nigeria. He made false allegations of rigging and other electoral malpractices, yet could not produce any evidence to back up his claims at both the court of the first instance and at the appeals court in a failed effort to mobilize and retain the judgment of his supporters. Obi gave them a false hope that he won the election and would prove it before the court. Throughout the trial, his lawyers did not present any alternative result different from the result INEC uploaded on the IREF portal and the one signed by all party agents from the 176,000 polling units. So guys, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.